Right, hey guys, and welcome to the season 2 patch notes. Oh my god, I can't actually believe some of the stuff that I've been reading on Instagram and stuff. I just had to make a video quickly. I had to go through it all. I thought I'll go through it with you a lot. So yeah, season 2 starts on April the 11th, I believe. So, before we know it, we'll be there. So yeah, some very exciting stuff from what I've seen. Obviously, you've got the new update, which includes Emma Frost as a Vanguard and Ultron as a strategist. I think there's a new map, Krakoa, and a bunch of new skins, a bunch of new other stuff as well. But today we're going through the patch notes that are going to be landing on season 2. So, God, I've looked at this first one already, and it already sounds nuts. So first, we got Captain America. Steve will undergo some adjustments to his survivability, leading to a slight decrease in his overall resilience. Reduced base health from 675 to 650. Okay. And reduced shield value of Living Legend from 400 to 350. So, Living Legend is his shield, I believe. So, yeah, I don't mind this at all because a lot of the time he was just jumping around and using his shield a lot. If they're going to reduce the value, though, I'd probably think that the best way, because I don't think it's going to change much, but is to just have no cooldown on a shield. I think that's the best thing for him going forward. I wouldn't say Captain America's meta. He's definitely better. But yeah, don't mind that change at all. Stops people just hopping around on the payload all the time. Okay, Doctor Strange next. Oh, we got a nerf here. The Sorcerer Supreme will see a reduction in his offensive capabilities, limiting his battlefield control. Decreased daggers of Danak damage per projectile from 18 to 16. Reduce Maelstrom of Madness conversion ratio of dark magic to damage from 1.3 to 1.2. So this is just a straight nerf of his damage, to be honest. Which, to be honest, I just made a tier list video, and I was a bit behind with me getting it out, because on a couple of my videos now they're quite far behind. But yeah, I done a tier list video, and I put him in A. I put him in S tier. I don't think he's quite S. I think he's an A tier hero. This could drop into a B. All he had left was his damage, to be honest. His shield's still good, so maybe not a B, maybe like a low A. But yeah, that's you see 18 to 16, but that's a big drop off. What is it? It goes down by 2 each time, and he has 10 on his ammo, for example. So that's losing 20 damage. In a sequence, which is quite a bit, to be honest. It's not that little. But okay. Next is Hulk. The Green Goliath will boast enhanced maneuverability and improved survivability upon entering combat. Increase base movement speed by 600 to 650. Yes, I've been saying this from the beta that I played, even though I cracked everyone on the beta. I just always think melee heroes should have more of a movement speed. I'm pretty sure like Black Panther has from the start, and so should someone like Hulk. Hulk just fell out the meta slightly. He's still a really good hero, but he wasn't quite S tier. In the recent update, and they just needed something like that. That simple. Melee characters, if they can't shoot someone from far away, they've got to be able to close the distance. And so reduce cooldown time for Instructable Guard from 12 to 10 seconds. So that's his shield, which he's got, which they nerfed the shield health, didn't they, last update? So they've just buffed that back up, which I think's reasonable. And decrease minimum charge time for an incredible leap from 0.7 to 0.5. Oh, okay. So he can do his jump, the bar that goes up on the jump. It doesn't take as long to get there. So, thank God, my guy Hulk getting the buff he needed. That's going to be class now. Especially with that new team up ability he's got with Namor, with the Gamma Squid. That's going to be insane. Next, Magneto. The Master of Magnetism will experience a slight decrease in the frequency of his ultimate ability. Increase energy cost of Meteor M from 3,100 to 3,400. So that's just his ult just takes longer now, basically. Don't mind that at all. That's probably the best thing you could give him. I don't think he got his ultimate that quick anyway. So maybe it's just to like stop him taking out the cloak all the time. But yeah, I don't mind it, to be honest. Like, I play Magneto, like, it is what it is, but he did need a slight nerf. Penny will receive enhancements to a primary attack damage, efficiency, and a boost to her survivability and combat capabilities. Cyberweb Cluster now has a chance to crit hit, reduce movement speed penalty while firing Cyberweb Cluster from 40% to 20%. So a normal attack can now critically hit people, which I thought it could anyway. What is Cyberweb Cluster? What ability is that? Let me look on here. I've got my phone up ready just for, because there's a few abilities. Like I know what they all are. I just can't match the name with the actual abilities. So Cyberweb, yeah, that is a primary attack. Okay, so it didn't crit hit before. Apparently, I didn't know that. Reduce movement speed penalty while firing. Okay, yeah, 'cause she can like walk as she's firing, can't she? So it's not a 40%, it's now 20. Okay. And then increase base health from 650 to 750. What? That is nuts. And increase base health by 100. In these type of games, that is massive. Like, obviously, always refer to Overwatch, but you never saw health go up more than 75. Like 75 was seen as a big jump. Do you know what I mean? You normally just see the common ones are 25 or 50, right? And that's like a small and medium amount. 75, you're like, wow. And wow, 100 health. I mean, I would say she needed buffing, but I don't think 750 health. God, like, you know, she's still viable on certain maps, like on a domination. Like I always refer to the garden map on Asgard, on domination, where she can just hide it behind the wall, and like if she's set up with the right team, you know, you ain't killing her. Especially you ain't killing her now. Like, do you know what I mean? Oh my god. Okay, the thing next reduces damage reduction, decreased and battled leap damage reduction effect for himself and teammates. So that's the shields he gets when he leaps onto people in there, I'm pretty sure. Don't mind that. Yeah, he just needed, his survivability was a bit too high, wouldn't it? So both of his shield abilities basically just nerfed. Thor, come on. Buff for Thor by the looks of it. That's my guy. Increased base health by 75. Wow. That's... Oh, no. They shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done that at all. Increased base movement speed by 50 as well. Wow. He's got a movement speed bonus. Jesus. I don't think Thor needed that. Like, well, I'm Thor main, you know what I mean? I'm going to absolutely cook people now. But, like, I don't think a movement speed, but I think the health would have been probably fine, to be honest. And I think Thor's like an 80 hero. I don't think there was much wrong with him, to be honest. Now he's just got that, oh my god, I'm going to stomp people. Yeah, okay, that's Thor. Next, duelist now. We got Black Widow. Receiving optimization to a shooting experience. Added a new effect where Black Widow can directly shoot after releasing the second kick of Edge Dancer. And after using... Okay, so when she uses her ult, she can shoot quicker. And after a kick, she can also shoot quicker. What is that, like an ADS? Like, you can zoom in quicker after that? Or after the animation of the kick, maybe it means that, like, once you've done the spin kick, you can shoot quicker. That'd make more sense, probably. So they basically slowed they've sped the animation up. Then is what they've done. Well, I'm guessing anyway. Well, that's pretty good buff to her. don't think it changes much, to be honest. The yacht will be a big thing. Like, the speed of the yacht will be, if it is the speed that I want to buy, then that could be really good. But the kick, I mean, I don't play her. Maybe the kick is good for her as well. I don't know. I suppose if she's getting dove on by the back line, then she kicks someone, she can shoot them quicker. So yeah, pretty good buff. Hawkeye, improving Clint's mobility whilst drawing his bow, enhanced his combat capabilities, and increasing the threat of his ultimate ability. Okay, straight up buff then. Reduce the slow effect from charging the bow. That means you can just pull the bow back quicker. Increase both instances of damage from hypersonic arrow. So that is like slow arrow, I think. So it's +5 to each hit, so +10 damage. You know, you'll get kills with that without even noticing. Decrease energy cost from Hunter's Sight from 3,700 to 3,000. Okay, so reduce the time on his ultimate, and the draw speed got increased on it while his ultimate's active as well. Wow, that is a massive buff. Can't believe that. Hela, the goddess of death, will see tongue twister there. The goddess of death will see a reduction in mobility while slightly enhancing her offensive power. Increase cooldown of astral flock from 12 to 15 seconds. That is her getaway ability, isn't it? Where she turns into a bird. I'm guessing because it says flock. So, increase spell field damage from piercing night. That's her, right click where she shoots all the daggers at someone, I think, isn't it? Yeah, I'm guessing. Must be. Decrease the cooldown time for Soul Drainer from 12 to 10 seconds. What the hell is that? I'm getting this few of these mixed up a sec. Right. Okay, so yeah, the Astral Flock is the getaway ability. Yeah, that's fine. Piercing Night is the ability which I said with the daggers. Yeah, that's fine. Soul Drainer is the stun. Soul Drainer is the stun. Right, I forgot about the stun ability. Yeah, so I've been an idiot then. Right, that's fine. Okay, next is Human Torch. Johnny's attack, feedback, and survivability are being improved to enhance his impact across various combat scenarios. Reduce attack interval for Fire Cluster from 0.6 seconds to 0.5. The launch timing of primary attack projectile has been advanced. So, okay, yeah, I know what you mean. So between each attack, yeah. So the when you're using the primary attack, it's the time it takes to use the next one. So basically, your fire rate, if you play COD, is your fire rate basically, and the launch timing of primary attack has been advanced. I don't know what that means. Increased the cooldown of Flaming Meteor from 12 to 15 seconds, but add a new effect. After releasing Flaming Meteor, immediately gain 75 bonus health, which will start to fall off 3 seconds later at a rate of 30 per second. So, Flaming Meteor is the slam, which he does, I believe. So, yeah, when you slam into the ground, you basically get health now, which I think that's what everyone was asking for when that should have been there in the first place, just because it leaves yourself so vulnerable. But yeah, okay. Iron Man. See an improvement to his mid-range combat effectiveness. Slightly reduce Iron Man's hitbox size. Okay. That's good, because, I mean, you go Iron Man, he's so easy to hit from, like, Hela, Hawkeye, and all that. If they're buffing Hawkeye, they need to do that for him, at least. New feature. Gain 100 bonus health after activating Armor Overdrive or Gamma Overdrive that will start the fall off 5 seconds at a rate of 30%. Oh my god, that is unbelievable. So Iron Man, what health has he got at the moment? I suppose he's got 250 health, haven't he? How much health has he got? Or has he got 200? Let's look on his base stats. He's got 200. Yeah, he's got 250 health. So he's gonna get 350 health when he activates Armor Overdrive. So he could fly around, activate it, puff his chest out and just melt someone, because he obviously had the buff to the damage. Wow, that makes Iron Man really playable right now. Like, that's a really good buff for him. Okay, Iron Fist. Lin Li will see an increase in his combat effectiveness against vanguards, a slight improvement to his ability, and slight reduction to survivability. Okay. Reduce the bonus max health gained from Harmony Recovery from 150 to 100, but slow the fall off rate of the health from 25 to 15 per second. So reduce bonus max health, right? But slow the fall off rate. Okay. So it's only 15 health per second rather than 25. Okay. Lower fixed damage of Yakji Kun from 10 to 9, but increase the percent damage of enemies max health per from 1.7 to 2.3. So that is his just basic attack, isn't it? Yeah. Decrease the cooldown of Kunlun Kick from 12. That's his diving kick thing. So, yeah, pretty good buff to Iron Fist, to be honest, because even though that reduces the health, it doesn't fall off as quick. So, I think you'd prefer that, to be honest. Mr. Fantastic. Increase base health from 350 to 375. Okay. Boost the damage of Stretch Punch from 60 to 65. And from 70 to 80 while in inflated state. Okay, that's a buff to his basic attack, I believe. Flexible elongation. New effect. Enemies within the range now suffer a 35% slow effect, reducing flexible elongation cooldown from 10 seconds to 8 seconds. So that's the one where he like jumps towards someone. So he now slows them and reduces the cooldown time as well. That's quite nuts, to be fair. Reduce the elasticity gained from elasticity strength. Passability from 30 to 20. While elasticity provided by stretch punch is increased from 5 to 8 after entering an inflated state. The bonus health provided to self has been reduced from 450 to 400. Okay. New feature. When Miss Fantastic uses Brainiac Bounce, immediately gain bonus health equal to that gained when entering inflated state. So he gets the same health as he does when he's in his big mode, basically. So right, straight up buffs for Mr. Fantastic. Well, he needed it because he was probably the worst character in the game. Okay, Moon Knight next. Increase Crescent Dark projectile speed from 120 seconds to 150. Oh, milliseconds, sorry. 120 milliseconds to 150 milliseconds. Okay. Moonblade new effect. Gain 25 bonus health up to a max of 100. 3 seconds after bonus health stops increasing, it will start to fall off. So, what is Moonblade? That is okay, the thing that he throws. So he gains 25 points for each enemy hit. Okay, that's pretty cool. Because survivability, he had a big hitbox, and well, he has a bit of movement, but not much if you use your abilities. Like speed up the hook pull start time hit from 0.4 to okay, so that's faster. Extend the duration of Hand of Khonshu ultimate ability from okay, so the duration's increased and the talons have been increased again because they got decreased, didn't they, before? Additionally, the speed of the talons have been slightly enhanced. So they've upped the speed again. A new damage fall off mechanic for the spell field has been added. So okay, so he's got one of those where if you're in the center it does more damage, and then a maximum reduction of 70% at 5 meters. So I think that does more damage in the center now. It's a weird thing they've done. So they basically put everything they took away, they've added back, but made it only damage more in the center. So that's pretty cool. weird to see how that turns out, because, you know, Mr. Fantastic's ability, everyone's been slating like the update since it started only doing damage in the middle because it's so easy to avoid. Whereas this, I mean, partnered with a Groot, you're just going to get even more shredded than you already did. But I don't know how good this is going to be. I think this might actually not be as good. But the speed has been increased. So, yeah, that'll be a weird one to see how that plans out. Next, Scarlet Witch. Remove chaos control percentage damage from increasing from fixed damage from 60 to 80. Okay, so they removed the like percentage damage. So she used to do more like damage to tanks, a bit like Wolverine and Iron Fist. And they've just made it fixed damage now, which I think is really good for her, because you didn't really want to be in a tank buster. You probably wanted to be more of a flanky, like counter dive character, which she already was like decent at it, but obviously her damage output just wasn't good enough. Now that could be nuts, like this could be like really good for her, like, because they've increased basically the damage of normal damage. And obviously I think they tried to avoid that, because if they'd released that on release, like, that could have been nuts. So I'll be interested to see how that one plays out, because she could be broken now. Increase the projectile damage of a right click, I think that is, from 35 to 40. Increased the Mystic Protection from 8 to 10 seconds, and reduced phase state time from 2 seconds to 1.5. So that is the stun. Is that the stun? No, that's... Oh, no, phase. So that's going to be her phase ability. Okay. They've rework the slow effect from 1.5 seconds instead of starting immediately with a linear increase from 35% slower over 3.5 seconds. Okay. Quite like that. That's quite interesting. You know, I like when they do those type of changes, because it changes the character in a way completely. Like, they've changed the way you have to play this character now, and based on what I'm seeing, this is, you know, I don't think it's S tier, but this could bump her into like B or low A, I reckon. Okay, Star-Lord. Reduce blaster barrage damage from 80 per second to 75. That's just his normal, attack damage. Introducing a new damage fall-off mechanic starting at 4 meters and maxing out to 80% reduction at 8 meters. Wow, you need to be right up and close with him now then. Like, okay, that's pretty nuts. Wait there, that might not be his normal attack. That might not be his normal attack, because there's no way it's 4 meters to fall off. That might be his like spin around attack. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's a spinner. Yeah. I only just clocked that then. I was like, there's no way it was going to be 4 meters to 8 on his normal attack. So that's his like spinning around attack thing. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Though you have to be right next to him, which people did anyway. You never see someone go like further than 8 meters out and using the ability, I don't think. But from that 4 to 8 meters range, that's going to be a huge difference, because I'd say, yeah, the range people use is probably between 2 and 8. So, unless you're right next to him, you're going to be doing a lot less. That's probably 20% each time, isn't it? Yeah, from 4 to 80, that's 20% every meter. So that could be nuts. Winter Soldier finally getting nerfed. Increased the cooldown for his hook by 8 to 12. Okay, that's massive. That is massive. That's a huge nerf. Yeah. Reduce base damage of Kraken Impact from 100 to 80, but lower the culling threshold from 20% of his maximum health to 50. Okay. So yeah, they've just nerfed that ability as well. So yeah, massive nerf to him. He's lost. I'm pretty sure he's lost his team up ability with Rocket as well. I don't know what the new ability with Cap is. We'll have to wait and see. Which is probably going to be. I'd imagine it being pretty decent considering they both got a nerf. But yeah, that's something that needed to happen. I still think the ultimate should have like a timer on it. Like you shouldn't be able to just keep going and going. But Wolverine, my guy. Okay, I'm interested to see what this is. So, increased rage gained from Savage Claw hits from 7 to 10. So that's 10 rage per hit. So you only got to hit 10 times now to get max. Okay. While rage gained from Berserk Claw Strike, which is the one where you go absolutely ham on him, has been decreased from 7 to 5. Okay. I think that's balances out. Yeah, I can't really do the math right now, but that pretty much balances it out, I'd say. And then reduce rage gained from the Feral Leap from 20 to 10. God, I didn't even notice you get rage from Feral Leap. I had no idea. Huh. I played him load. I had no idea that was even a thing. And from Vicious Rampage from 20 to 15. However, rage gained from taking damage has been increased from 3 to 5. Okay. That's a weird one. Reduce the time an enemy is knocked down after impact from last stand. So the ult has got a bit of a nerf. It doesn't stun him for as long. Okay. Interesting. It's not. I don't know. Slight nerf, maybe, but I don't think it's like game changing. I still think, he's a must ban if you're a tank player. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, healers. This is the one I'm excited for the most out of everything. Like, I didn't expect the Hulk and the Thor like buffs at all. Like, I thought Hulk might have got something, but I didn't expect that at all. So that just caught me off guard. These are the ones that I'm like, I think everyone's waiting for these. Do you know what I mean? Like these are the game. This is going to be the game changing like things. This should be anyway. It looks like everyone's got one. So, Warlock. Increase the cooldown from Soul Bond from 30 to 40 seconds. Okay. I mean, right, if you watch my streams and you watch my previous tier list video, I put him in B, and I regretted putting him in B tier because since then, I've played countless games where he is just been unkillable. And I used to think Dive would counter him because he has no way of getting, especially in the earlier days and in the beta, like Dive countered him because you have no escape abilities. People didn't know you have to use Soul Bond and stuff like that. Ever since he had the buff, plus like the buff to his healing and stuff, and when people learn how to use Soul Bond and stuff like that, he's like really unkillable, and he became a counter to Dive, which is crazy, really, because that completely flipped. I don't think that needed to happen though. The Soul Bond change. I mean, it was good, but I don't think it was ever S tier. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it was game changing, but it was slightly OP. So I don't know if I agree with that. His ultimate now restores 30% of fallen allies' maximum health instead of a fixed 100. So that's no good, is it? So if a 200 health hero gets revved, they're gonna have less than the 100. So for your squishies, they're just gonna get banged, but for your tanks, they're gonna be better. What's the point in that? I think that, what the hell? That's I don't know. I don't like those changes to add them at all. I don't think they were needed. Really don't think they were needed. Well, the ultimate thing, I see what they've tried to do, but I think they should have just. I didn't even know it was 100 health. Was it 100 health? I didn't even realize. Well, I suppose for tanks, yeah, I get where they were trying to go with it now, but I think they've just messed that up. They should have changed it to 50%. If they'd done it to 50, then I think that would have been viable. I mean, pretty big buff for the tanks, but yeah, that's another weird one. I don't know if I agree with that at all. Okay, Cloak and Dagger. After activating Eternal Bond, the duration of the first 3 heal zones will no longer be calculated separately. Instead, they will remain active until the duration of the final healing zone ends, at which point all will be removed together. Right, so the healing won't stop going down on the first 3 lines of healing until you've finished the ult, basically. So, okay. So I didn't even, I think, yeah, I did know about that actually. Yeah. So, before, if you used the first, line, by the time you got to the end of the ult, that line was pretty much disappearing. So it's a buff, basically. And I think that's a pretty cool buff, to be honest. I think after the update she last had, she was like slowly getting better anyway, because, all of season 0, she was like S tier. Then she dropped off quite a bit to like B, I'd say. And then she was slowly getting her way back up. But yeah, that's put her right back up in the mix. Yeah, that's a good buff. Invisible Woman will be fine-tuning Susan's protective capabilities to create a more strategic gameplay experience. Decrease the shield value of Guardian Shields from 300 to 250. Yeah, happy with that. Nothing too like major that doesn't take her out of the meta. I think Rob would be a bit upset, but I don't think. That's pretty big. Like that is a pretty big like drop off on the shield. Like that. Like it will be noticeable, but I just don't think that change exactly like means she's not viable to pick. Do you know what I mean? Like, if Torch and Miss Fantastic got a buff, she obviously gives them the team up, so that already makes her viable. The thing, might drop off a little bit, but he'll still probably be viable. So the team up makes her still strong. Her ult's still strong. She still does mad healing, damage. Like, yeah, she's still going to be really good. Okay, Loki. My man. Increase regeneration domain cooldown from 25 to 30. So that is the pillars, is it not? Regeneration domain. Yeah, must be. Or is that his phase a bit? No, it's not his phase. His phase hasn't got that big of a cooldown. Yeah, it's going to be his pylons. But yeah, I suppose if you have to do something to him, that's not bad. Again, I don't think that's going to like knock him out the meta. That's just going to balance him a bit better. So yeah, I like these two already, and the club. I like all of them. Like they've smart. I just can't believe the Adam one. Like that's crazy. Mantis, reduce base health from 75 to 250. Effects of healing flower and allied inspiration can be stacked up to a maximum of 16 seconds. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a nice little like balance change for her. Yeah, yeah, because I think if anything, the healing like needed to stack, whereas a base health, I don't know if that needed to go, but it's only 15, so which to people, if you're new at playing the game, like probably didn't see much to you. Like you will know it. Like any health change is a lot, but 15 is probably the smallest they'll ever go. Back what I was saying earlier, so that this is probably all right. Last. Okay, this is, I can't wait to read this one. Like I said in the tier list video, most controversial character in the game, arguably. Okay, decrease the healing area of repair mode spheres from 70 healths to 50 healths. So, but add a new effect of one-time healing of 55 health to allies hit. Right, projectile speed reduction increased. Okay. Wait, projectile speed reduction. Oh, so okay. So if the projectile speed reduction is increased, yeah, that slows it down. So his projectile speed of his healing is slowed down, and if you hit an ally like with the ball, it'll do 55 health. However, if you go next to him, it only does 50 now, whereas it used to do 70. So that's like a bit of a skill. They've made him more skilled now, not just sit at the back and just punt people. So, Box, you're going to have to, get the aim going now a bit better with the healing. I'm sure he'll smash it, though, as, he is a cracked on rocket. So I think I think you'll like it. Well, in certain ways he won't. Obviously, it's a nerf, but like I think it's quite a cool. I like these sort of changes to characters where you have to play different. You know, it makes the game more fun. Extend cooldown jetpack dash from 6 to 10 seconds. Reduce dash distance from 10 meters to 8 meters. Wow, that's a nerf. That is a heavy nerf. Okay, reduce damage boost from 40% to 25% of the ultimate, but adds a new effect. During the ability's duration, linked allies will receive an additional 100 bonus health points per second, capping at 150. After breaking the link, the bonus starts to fall off after 1 second at a rate of 75. Additionally, increasing the energy cost. Wow, okay, that is nuts. Like, I'm quite gassed for this because this is just like a complete change to the way you play him, and like that's pretty. I think that's good. I generally do. I think that's really good for the character. I really like that like a lot. Like it means now that at least you can give a bit of healing from it. You know, and you're still getting a bit of a damage boost. So yeah, I mean I'm happy with that. I think the jetpack dash could have gone from 6 to 8 seconds or 6 to 10. But I mean, we'll see how that plays out. And the team up abilities. Okay, actually, well, I haven't actually seen. Okay, so the description. Okay, we'll go through these another video when we actually know what they are, because we only got a description. I'd rather show you what they actually do instead. So yeah, that is pretty nuts, to be fair. Well, that's been it, guys. Yeah. If you don't already, follow my Twitch. Descriptions in the down below. That I stream, at least 4 times a week, I'd say. Obviously, I've got my YouTube as well. The videos, I gotta apologize. Some of the videos got like corrupted. That's where I had to switch the files over and do a load of stuff. So I'm quite far behind on my Road to Grandmaster series. Yeah, I'm like a month behind, so I'm trying to get them out as quick as I can. But yeah, just stay tuned to my Twitch if you want, live action of me. I'm in Eternity at 2 at the moment. Sorry, Celestial 2 at the moment, and I'm trying to hit that Eternity before season 2, as I probably think there'll be like a rank reset again. So yeah, nice one, guys. Take care. Peace.